Welcome to G Vibes, you guys. This your girl G9 in the building. And yes, we're back for another episode of Insecure, episode 8. I was bro man for a minute. Episode 8 of Insecure, Lawrence and Issa. Let's get it. Let's just start. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment because I always forget to tell you guys that. And I need you to like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me how you feel about this episode and about my review and take on this episode. Episode 8 was all about low-key happy. Issa is really paying attention to her happiness. And I feel like for 3 seasons, she's been like confused, don't know what she want to do, trying to figure out what this and that and all. She just been unhappy, up and down. She been up and down for 3 seasons, and finally I feel with the 4th season she is really striving. Like low-key striving, no, high-key striving, baby. Season 4 is her season of striving. So yes, let's get right into it. Lawrence and Issa, you gave it to us this episode. I was just like, I was at the edge of my seat. Okay, I know I'm not the only one that was just like, like I had every emotion in that episode. Every emotion. And the episode was all about them, and that's what it should have been. Period. You know, I'm just start off with this. I really like how this episode started and ended. Let's just start with that. Can we have a moment of silence for the grown man and grown woman talk? Yes. Now listen, I like how this episode started because it started off with him meeting up with her. And honestly, I was like, oh my God, they're gonna meet up. And I didn't think they were gonna talk about their past. I thought they was gonna talk about Condola. And even though she was involved, and I'm gonna get to that, they really went in on this episode on what it should be when you break up with an ex. It felt good to see grown people get closure to something that was very important to them. I think Lawrence needed closure to this situation. He just really wanted to see, was it worth trying, or should he have tried, or what he could have done differently in this relationship. And I felt like Lawrence and her, we got to see actually why they loved each other, why they fell in love, because from the beginning of season 1, we see him being a bum, period. We seen her trying to get his attention, and he wasn't doing that, and he was sad because he didn't have it together, and she was already sad about her situation. We never seen them on the up and up. We never seen them striving, so we never seen them in a actual relationship and doing good. So to see that love that they have for each other in this episode and why they fell in love, it was so good. It was just so good. Lawrence really wanted to find out why we broke up. What didn't work? Why am I keep getting in these relationships and they're not working? So he wanted to find out for himself from the person that he was in love with, and he had to let go. And Issa was open to it. You always see one person, not the other person, open to finding out how they feel about each other. I feel like they figured out that they still loved each other. I think even if they didn't work out, they are happy that they had this conversation. They're happy that they were able to sit down as grown people, and we got to see the woman's point of view on what she was feeling, how she was feeling. It's always the man in the doghouse, and this time it was the woman. And I feel like seeing the woman's point of view on how she felt, just because men say that all the time, they didn't feel wanted, they didn't feel this, we've heard a woman say, that's how I was feeling, that's what I was going through, and we understood it. And I feel like he understood it. No eggshells. No eggshells. I felt like he understood how she was feeling because he couldn't explain what he was feeling at that time. And now he was able to explain to her how he felt, and she was able to explain to him how he felt. I like how it went from, we talked about it, now let's go have fun. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's too much to like take in. I was just with my wine glass like, what? They laughing, they joking. Then they went to the, she met TSA while she was on a date with Lawrence, and that was so funny. That was so funny because Lord, she just let him go, and then he came out with like Lawrence and her is a funny couple. They vibe together. They like the same things, like an up in the air situation, because at the end you basically seeing it up in the air. We don't know what's gonna happen. But what we did see was Condola hitting him up. He was supposed to meet up with Condola that night. Condola said, like, I can do tonight instead of Tuesday, while he was on this date with Issa. And he hit her back like, yeah, you know, I'll let you know, I'll hit you up. Then she called him back again. Okay, Issa knew what she was doing, was saying, like, basically she was hinting that she wanted to go back in the house, and he was open to it. Said she had to use the bathroom. That was just the stall, because we all do that as women. We stall and we want to see if you gonna say stay. But since you ain't saying, I'm just gonna come out and say, I want to stay. I don't want the night to end, because you had just a good night. Why not end it with that love making? And that love making was like makeup sex. Wow. Wowzer. That was like makeup sex. And I'm just happy for them. Condola was hitting them up all that time. And at the end, she like, I don't want to leave. So what you gonna do? Like, you going with Condola basically, or you going with me? And he picked Issa. Pew! But we gotta know what Condola hitting him up that much about, because I mean, in the comments yesterday, it was like, oh, Condola pregnant, she wouldn't be hitting him up, she never was hitting him up like that. Like, I don't know, that's the last thing I was thinking of. I was just enjoying that they were in love and enjoying each other, and that it was just a breath of fresh air to see them like that. We never seen them in that light. And to see them in that light, and him smiling and she smiling, and it's no hate, no eggshells, as he said, and they were being honest with each other the whole episode, it was just amazing. And it had to end with some sex. Like, she couldn't have just left in the Uber and then Condola showed up and he gave her something. That would have been some bull crap. They had to do how they did. They did that episode perfect, and that was literally the best episode they ever had on Insecure from any season. I mean, I liked it. A lot of episodes, but this episode was meaningful, and that's what makes this episode so great. Like, we love Issa and Lawrence. At first I was like thinking like, is they gonna work? Because we don't know what's gonna happen, because they made that situation up in the air. But we waiting to see. And Condola better not be pregnant, because if everybody's thinking that, sometime in the comments when I be reading, like, it be low-key true. Like, I was not thinking that when I was watching this episode. I was just taking in all the episode. But if Condola is pregnant, I'm gonna be highly upset, because it always happens like that. Most of the time, when you feel like you could be a grown person and hit your ex back and get that conversation that you always wanted, it always be a oops. But like, no, y'all better not hit us up, because we know the 9th episode is gonna be Molly and Issa episode, period, because we seen that little preview. But the 10th episode better not be no Condola saying she pregnant and Issa finding out, and it just be like, wait till season 5. No, we don't want to see that. We want to know what she wants, so we can get her out the way, and we can roll with Issa and Lawrence on the 5th season. At first I was up and up on them being back together, but I just like them so much. I mean, I done watched it 4 times, and I might just watch it 5, because it was that good. Anyway, that was the end of this episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure you let me know how you felt about this episode. And if you guys think Condola is pregnant, write in my comments you think Condola is pregnant. I'm just gonna pray she's not. Have a good night, good day, bye.